Goshiki-numa translates as 5 colored ponds. While they're really just blue and yellow, they still are quite a sight to behold. The vivid color is due to the high concentration of sulfur from the active volcano, Mount Bandai. The entire trail is only 3 kilometers long, so it can be done quite quickly. There we go, Mount Bandai has appeared, which I will be climbing just in a little bit here. After taking in the ponds, I had some leftovers for lunch, and then it was time for a real hike. Mount Bandai.
Check out all the larches.
As one of the 100 peaks of Japan, it was obviously on my list, although it really isn't that difficult, clocking in at about 11 kilometers distance and just over 900 meters elevation.
Finally out of the tree line, let's go.
Man, I'm out of shape. I gotta get hiking and running again because that was harder than it should be. But finally I get to snack and have some special snacks with me today. David, who I met in Tsuruoka, started his own bar company here, and bars and energy protein bars. Similar to me, he wasn't satisfied with how you can't really find any good quality ingredient bars in Japan. They don't have like natural food sections or organic food sections like we do in North America or Europe. So he just started making his own, and they're so good. Quality ingredients plus local. They use local persimmons from Tsuruoka to make these, so it's just awesome. So shout out David. Awesome stuff. And they've got some cool flavors. This is not sponsored content, I just think it's really cool. So after climbing Mount Bandai yesterday, I had to look for 2 things. 1, an onsen because it was very sweaty, and 2, a place to sleep, which usually is very easy to do, and I do that the day of. But I was heading into Aizu Wakamatsu, which was the nearest city, and cities are usually harder to find places to sleep.
and I really just couldn't find a place to sleep, nor an onsen that was nearby. So instead, I set my sights to the mountains and headed to another town that I just don't know the name of, but it is absolutely gorgeous and I cannot wait to explore. It does look like it's gonna rain soon though, so I really do have to take advantage of the morning. So apparently there are 4 of these bobbleheads around town. You can see that this is the mother. So maybe we'll go look for the other ones. Oh, I spot another one of the bobbleheads down there. There's the whole family there. So I was up at the temple before, looking down on this guy, and it is the father, you can tell right there. So this is the story behind these bobblehead cows that I've been showing. The legend has it that there was a cow present during the building of Enzoji, the temple behind me. It was such a special cow that it turned to stone there, and I'm not sure if I showed this in my videos, but there were a couple stone statues of cows. And as a result, they became popular talisman of good luck and even mascots of this town. So now you can find a whole family of them, of 4, and you can find them within the town. Okay, so I was just driving out of Yanaizu, but I stopped by the Michi-no-eki, and there's actually some really cool stuff here. I'm just going to show a few things. So as I was saying this morning, I came into the mountains to find a place to sleep. But the reason I chose this area is because I had one saved place on Google Maps, and it's right over here. It's a bridge similar to this one, except that it's a train bridge. Unfortunately, this area is like really in the countryside, so the trains run like every 3 hours. So the next train is in 3 hours. So I'm just debating whether or not I stick around for that. The weather is getting worse. It's raining on me right now. So I'm not sure if it's worth it because I'm gonna run out of daylight very soon, and then I'll have to do a 2-hour drive in the dark, which I don't like doing. Got a rainbow. I don't know if you can see it. So unfortunately I did have to skip the train bridge that I was hoping to shoot, but the Aizu region of Fukushima, which is the westernmost region, is full of these river valleys and crazy bridges, and this I happened to come across. I had no idea this was here. This means 3 brothers or 3 siblings, and they're just 3 sets of bridges that are stacked basically on top of each other. And here are the 3 brothers in question. So quick thing on thumbnails, I usually don't plan them out. I make the video, and then at the end of it, I'm like, shoot, okay, now I need to find a thumbnail. And I find a good photo that I took, and I put a title on it and call it a day. But I'm trying to be more proactive about it here, and I'm thinking if I drive the van, I leave my camera here, drive the van into the middle of the bridge, I could get maybe a decent thumbnail. Well, the camera is still there. Let's see how the shot turned out.
So I would only feel comfortable doing this in Japan, plus it is the countryside. I didn't see a single other person at this viewpoint. And I'm not sure if I'll even use the thumbnail. We'll see. If you see this as a thumbnail, then you know.
So I just stumbled across this. Apparently it's delicious spring water. Unfortunately, I just filled up my tank, but I've been running low on bottled water, so I guess I'll fill that up instead. Tastes great to me.
So I've been asked a few times where I get the music that I use for my videos, since you can't just use whatever on YouTube, otherwise it could get flagged for copyright. Well, I've recently switched over to MusicBed. Music is so important to the vibe that you want to convey, and with a huge library of tracks to choose from and the ability to filter by mood, genre, or even instruments, MusicBed gives you unparalleled control over your audio ambiance. You can sign up for free with the link in my video description to listen yourself. So give it a look. Now let's get back to the video. I continued through seemingly endless mountains full of fall foliage, yet dusted with fresh snow at their peaks, until I arrived at my last destination in Fukushima. Crazy. This shrine is absolutely gorgeous, but it's just 5 minutes off the main strip and there's no one here. It's just crazy to me that people aren't willing just to walk off a little bit just to experience something like this. It's so beautiful. Ouchijuku is a gorgeous little town. It was established in the Edo period, so somewhere in the 1700s to 1800s, as a post town along one of the major trading routes. These post towns were set up to ensure travelers had places to rest or gather supplies. And one of the reasons I really like this town is that it suggests a nice alternative to a place like Shirakawa-go, which is one of Japan's UNESCO World Heritage Sites. But as a result, it is quite crowded. And if you weren't planning to go to central Japan and you were focusing on Tohoku, and you wanted a place that was a little bit less crowded but still offers the same cultural significance, then this is a great alternative. But I'm getting hungry, and there's supposed to be a unique specialty in this town, so let's go check it out. I'm running out of onion here. It's quite spicy.
My time in Fukushima Prefecture has come to an end, which sadly also marks the end of my journey chasing the fall colors through my favorite region in Japan, Tohoku. As I mentioned in the previous video, I have a shoot in Chiba in just 2 days, so I've now crossed over into Tochigi Prefecture, where I'll take the train down to Tokyo and then over to Chiba. I know I just said this about Akita 2 videos ago, but Fukushima might have become my new favorite prefecture. I just can't believe how underrated it is, and I have a feeling I'll be saying that about a lot of future prefectures I visit. Once I'm back from Chiba, fall will pretty much be over in the mountains, and I have no plans to be anywhere. So I'm really excited to slow it down and dive deeper into each place I visit. With that being said, I'm now sitting on 2 videos worth of footage, so I need to get down to the grind. But until then, I'll see you in the next video.